Listen, you already know what it is. We got breaking news. Bronny James, the son of LeBron, USC's own. We all know he has went through a tumultuous situation to get to this point, but nonetheless, he's here, and a lot of people believe he is NBA bound. A lot of people feel that he might not be NBA ready just yet. We're gonna break it all down, but nonetheless, the Toronto Raptors are linked to Bronny James, and we all know it seems to be a pipeline between Bronny and LeBron. People are thinking the big picture. When you discussing Masai Ujiri, we talking about one of the most shrewdest operators in the league. You know he has a plan. Who's to say that they're gonna get him? We don't know. But I don't think Bronny is gonna be the top of the charts just yet. And there will be a team if they wanted to say, you know what, we're gonna get Bronny, because people understand what that brings. Um, we're gonna break it all down, ladies and gentlemen. The Raptors are scouting Bronny James. I'm gonna tell you that right now. So we're gonna figure out what goes on with this situation. Will LeBron be joining him if he ends up in Toronto? The Raptors right now, 12th in the Eastern Conference. I got the Chief in the building with me. Chief, what's your thoughts on Bronny James as a player and your thoughts on the Raptors scouting him?
If Bronny end up in Toronto, Drake might get jealous.
You think so?
Oh, the because Toronto, Canada's Drake's place. It's one thing to have Kawhi up there, Bronny, the son of LeBron James, all the attention that's gonna come to him. This is that's tongue in cheek, man. But I'm just joking, bro. But man, I would what I want. I tell you what I would like to see in seriousness. If Toronto can get Bronny, I don't want Bronny. I want Bronny in a place where he can, as quietly as possible, grow his game. You know what I'm saying? A big market, I don't know. I don't like and it comes with it. Like it's LeBron's son. He's LeBron James Jr. And I don't want the. I really want him to create his own legacy within the umbrella of his family, without all the people measuring his every step. Oh, he didn't have such a good game. Skip Bayless said a few years ago, oh, his daddy would have dunked it like this. He doing it like this. And I snapped, man. I think I added Skip on his Twitter and told him to shut up. Talking about him. That's a youth. Do not talk about our youth, man. Let him grow. Because his daddy didn't give you an interview. Now you want to talk about the son? And then again, he unfortunately Ronnie's going to inherit all of LeBron's haters. He's going to embrace, and I think LeBron is preparing him for that. But Toronto, I think with Quickly, with Barrett already there, he need a good, and Majiri is one of the best, man. He is one of the best. He needs to go to a place where there's a good system in place. Toronto has a good culture. He needs to go to a team that kind of got it together. I don't want him going to some team that they really don't, they don't have it together, or some small market that's not really interested in building a team. They just want to make a little money, and then some of that is in the NBA, is what it is, you know. So if he can quietly grow his game, I prefer a market like Toronto. I think would be good for Bronny, and not some big market, not yet, anyway, not in the beginning.
You don't think he can handle a big market, coming from, LeBron James? I mean, he got used to the pressure.
He is used to the pressure. I'm not saying he can't handle a big market. I would prefer him not being in one because the it's just in my opinion, he's going to get a lot of extra because he's LeBron's son.
Right.
And I don't want that. I don't want that to be an ongoing thing with him that every time he plays, well, his daddy was doing this when he was 18. He's not, and now he's considered a bust when he could be a very good NBA player, but maybe he won't reach the level of his father, and I don't want him being punished for that. Like,
Yeah, you're right about that. So it's definitely wild. What's your thoughts on the situation with LeBron James being linked? How serious do you think? Because he's locked in with the Lakers, so we think. He claims he doesn't want to go nowhere. What happens in an event Bronny ends up, hypothetically speaking, in Toronto? Do you think LeBron is serious when he says he wants to play with Bronny? And do you think he will really take the initiative to get out there and depart from LA?
Well, I mean, Mujiri set a precedent already with Kawhi. He knew what it was when Kawhi came to Toronto. He knew it. He knew that Kawhi could leave, and he took the risk and got a championship out of it. Got a ring in Toronto, and Kawhi left and went to the Clippers. He knew this. So if he's willing to take that risk again with LeBron, I mean, we'll see if he can roll snake eyes twice. I don't know if he'll be able to. Flight, you know, it's LeBron may want to go to Toronto. Will they cooperate in bringing him up there? I mean, this is the real NBA. This isn't 2K, man. Um, other markets I think would be more open for LeBron to come. Toronto's different. Like Toronto's different. Toronto's different to me. Flight. I don't if Bronny ends up in Toronto, um, it's not. I don't think it's necessarily a guarantee that LeBron will go up there, or even like he can say he want to go up there, but somebody got to sign off on this, man. And I don't know. And the Lakers are gonna want to haul from Toronto. The Lakers just gonna give LeBron away, please. What they built up, they're gonna have to tear that down for LeBron to come to pass through. I don't know if the team want to do that.
Right. You're right about that. That's what I'm saying. It's gonna be wild to see how does it all work out. But do you think in your event, do you think that Bronny is an NBA player? Because obviously he went through the cardiac situation, and he might be a little slow to the party. You got a lot of people right now questioning, is he even an NBA player? What's your thoughts on that matter?
Well, he hasn't looked. See, this the thing, man. See, because he's LeBron. If this was anybody else, I don't. I think that we need to see a little bit more. I know LeBron when he's in and out. Bronny may have to stay an extra year. To where he's coming off the bench there. Maybe Bronny needs to work himself into the starting lineup first, play in a few March Madnesses, and cook, and then you can better measure him. When he's cooking, not coming off the bench, and he does have to watch his health, his heart. That's most important. More important than any game, more important than anything. So at this point, I would say I would give him an incomplete grade. I want to see more. Right now, he's not looking good, but you have to account for his health, and He was coming off the bench. So um, I think he needs some seasoning. Flight. He needs some seasoning first. You
Right.
know, don't
We're
rush
gonna
it.
we're gonna work it all out. Shout out to the Toronto Raptors, man. Hopefully they figure it out. They're coming off of a big trade before the deadline, getting RJ Barrett and Emmanuel quickly. Make sure you hit the like button and most definitely hit the subscribe button. It's Flight Sports TV.